Hello, welcome back to Access and indeed LA at E3. I'm Nathan, I'm here with Dave.
Hello.
Dave, we just saw something.
Oh my god, didn't we just?
We saw Star Wars Battlefront gameplay for the first time.
Yeah.
So we decided to do a video. And the video is, I think my cards are a thing now. It's why Star Wars Battlefront could be the Star Wars game that you've been waiting for. The you in this title is very much Dave.
Yeah.
So we're basically going to watch the trailer and point out the stuff, what got us excited, and hopefully got you excited too.
Okay, wow.
So this is, I've still got the cards in my hand. I'm going to put these down. The Hoth base was one of the first things that you drew my attention to, Dave.
Yeah, well, we're just instantly in the Rebel base, like that you will recognise.
And
from
it's exciting.
Han and Leia running through here, and then look, we're straight into first person mode.
I think I'm more excited about first person than non-first person.
Yeah, well, Battlefront's always traditionally been a third person game, hasn't it?
I know. I think I basically want a really good Star Wars FPS game.
So we're straight into the hangar. There's X-wings there. I'm assuming that you can, like, you know, pick up aerial transport from the hangar.
It's got the everything around it, the detritus, the gear of Star Wars. I think that's, you know, the attention to detail in all the little bits and pieces is what's getting me.
Absolutely, and the scale of it as well. Like, I don't know if you noticed the Star Destroyers up in the world there. Look at the size of the AT&T.
The first time he came in, you made a noise I've not heard, except dogs. Dogs sometimes make that noise.
It was just, you know, to be stood beneath it as like a trooper, you really get a sense of the scale of it, like imposing in a way that you just, maybe even from the Star Wars films, I haven't had before.
And you know that the funny thing is, the stuff that I'm really taking away from this that's making me really excited is all Star Wars stuff. But there's like game stuff going on too. You can kind of tell that it's littered with kind of objectives and the stuff that we're all used to doing in Battlefront and Battlefield games. And that's all there too. But for me at the moment, it's just, I'm overwhelmed by just all the Star Warsness in it.
Yeah, well, there's the ion cannon right there, for instance, which I think we're going to see shoot up into the.
I missed this the first time.
Into orbit there at the blockade. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Well, this is called Walker Assault, so it's basically the Battle of Hoth.
So this is a 40-player mode where the Rebel job is to stop the AT-AT and the Imperial job is to not stop it.
Yeah, I guess get it continue on its mission to destroy the Rebel base. And so you see all the stuff from the Rebel base. There's the shield generator.
Bosh.
We've seen the ion cannon. All the, you know, those weird sort of laser guns that were like in satellite dishes that I just loved. Obviously, there's some sort of.
I had a toy of a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
I had that Tyrant.
And here we actually see what it's like to play as the AT&T. So a lot of people.
AT&T.
Yeah, I've just done what Rob said. I can't believe it. I've undermined my whole.
Would you know? And what we can hear as well is like the Imperial kind of officers in there and their voices. And the thing that I said immediately as soon as I heard that was, I'm never playing as the Rebels. That's never happening. Because the Empire's got all the good stuff. Yeah. And they've got the best accents. They've got the British accents.
People were quite sad when you weren't able to sort of drive the AT-AT.
Yeah.
But you can see here you're using all its weapons. I think it would be, you know, it's a very slow vehicle. I think actually driving it would be a bit of an unusual experience. I think this is a great compromise.
It's like being an aircraft carrier.
Better than being, you know, from something really slow and laborious, here's something really nimble and cool.
Do you know, I'm going to have to admit to not knowing what these Rebel ships are called.
I don't know, I think they're called speeders or something.
Because they're not in the Y-Wing, X-Wing, A-Wing sort of class,
they're not,
are they?
And that's right, so you get to use, that's right, the harpoon winch thing. You get to be Jackson and have a great shot. And,
Jackson.
Great shot, Jackson. Look at that. Look at just the scale of it falling down on the base is just amazing. I really must admit, I wanted some guys to pop out of it there and for them to get shot.
Yeah.
Here's the other side of the coin, TIE Fighter.
So, you know, I'm not being funny, but how much
There's
cooler...
the shield generator.
I mean, the X-Wing's pretty cool, but how much cooler are the TIE Fighters than those little flat speeder things?
They are pretty cool, and we're going to see an amazing bit of gameplay any second now, which is from inside the TIE Fighter, I believe, chasing.
See, cockpit view. This is the moment at which I was, you know, I kind of lost it.
Fully in canyon mode. We're going into canyons,
and it's the firing pattern of the cannons on the TIE Fighter from the cockpit view. That's what's got me excited. Like, brings back memories of playing it on the PC back in the day.
There's a sort of speed about X-wings and TIE Fighters as well that is just better for these kinds of games, I think, than like planes and helicopters. They're sort of just a little bit slower and a bit more considered. I think it's just going to be a different kind of gameplay experience to what people might.
Jet fighters go really fast.
Exactly, yeah. I think this is, I don't know, I just like them hovering over the battlefield.
See,
this is amazing.
This is something this is like new for the game, right? I don't remember this happening in Star Wars movies.
I don't remember seeing a bubble shield in the movies, no. But I mean, although it did in Phantom Menace, I
You've
think.
just walked all over Darth Vader's entrance.
Wow, I did. I regret it.
What is
and
he,
here's
honestly,
Luke
what's he
as well.
doing on the ground in Hoth? Come on, Darth.
I don't know. And Luke as well. I mean, he should be flying a ship.
See, now this is so you can get one-on-one battles in some of the multiplayer, something that they mentioned earlier on, and this is obviously very cool, using all the force powers. But imagine being just one of the guys that Luke kills.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's the end of the trailer.
Yeah. Oh god, there's still so much to find out, but
I mean, gameplay, it looks strong. I will be completely honest. My worry about Battlefront games doing something like Star Wars, which is a world that I just completely love, is that it's so much about the multiplayer experience, and it doesn't necessarily have that kind of solid connection with the world and the place that you might get from like a dedicated campaign, because it's just doing a different thing.
Yeah.
But now we've seen gameplay, I'm not so worried about that anymore.
That was like the most incredible realization of the Star Wars universe I think I've ever seen. Like every detail, I know they've gone on about this a lot, but really every detail of everything I saw at every moment of that bit of gameplay was Star
Games get better
Wars.
all the time, and they look better all the time, and so the thing you love is just getting, better.
Yeah.
Well done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Games. So that is why Dave especially is thinking this might be the Star Wars game that his whole life has been building towards.
I deserve it.
The purpose of Dave's life, it might be Star Wars Battlefront, which should be, good. That'll be fine. I've lost the run of this. So that is the reasons that Dave, in particular, this might be the game that he has been waiting for.
Yeah.
Life's been building up to this point. So if you want more coming from us from E3 or indeed at all, do subscribe to the channel. We've got tons of stuff coming up, not just this week, but in the next few weeks as well. Comment below, let us know what you think about Star Wars Battlefront, and please like this video because it just helps us and it's nice.